If I had $1 for every time somebody who voted for Donald Trump went out there and said, I didn't vote for this, if I just had $1 for every time that has happened, I'd be retired. Y'all would never see me again. I would be living a life of pure luxury with my millions and millions of dollars, because holy hell, the number of Trump voters who are coming out and saying, I didn't vote for this, is simply overwhelming. And for the record, I'm not just talking about the average everyday voter. I'm also talking about some very big and influential people who came out in the last couple days and said, hey, I didn't vote for this. One of them happens to be comedian and host of the Flagrant podcast, Andrew Schulz. Now, back in 2024, Schulz interviewed Donald Trump. He then came out and said, I'm supporting Donald Trump. I'm voting for him. I like what he says he's going to do. And then on Thursday, Schulz came out, went ballistic on Trump and said he's doing the exact opposite of what I voted for, which of course is another way of saying, I didn't vote for this. Even though, as I say every time, yeah, you did. And y'all better stop trying to shift the blame. Like, oh, it's not my fault for voting for him. It's Trump's fault. No, you did this. You voted for the man. Everything the man does, you voted for. Stop trying to separate yourself from him. Instead, go out there like a goddamn man and admit, I voted for this and I made a huge mistake. I thought this is what I wanted. I thought it's what the country needed. I was wrong and I won't make that mistake again. That's how you handle that situation like a mature, responsible adult. People screw up all the time, right? That's why pencils have erasers. But you have to admit your mistakes. You have to acknowledge it. Don't shift the blame and say, well, I didn't vote for this. You did. But here is what Schulz had to say. Everything he campaigned on, I believe he wanted to do. And now he's doing the exact opposite of every single fucking thing. There'll be people, they'll DM and say, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I've voted for. I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do except sending immigrants back. So, and then he, of course, played the clip of Donald Trump, blasting the reporter this past week for asking about Epstein. And in responding to that clip, Schulz said this. So we're stupid? We're the fucking idiots? Guys, just to let you know, we're wasting time. That is, in all seriousness, I think what is enraging people right now is it's insulting our intelligence. You can't insult something that's not there, bud. Obviously, the intelligence community is trying to cover it up. Obviously, the Trump administration is trying to cover it up. Hey, the first intelligent thing you actually said, bud. Good job. Maybe as time goes on, you can say more correct and or intelligent things. That would be great. But again, you voted for this. Stop trying to separate yourself from it. Stop trying to blame the man. And here's why. It's not like Donald Trump was a nobody from Nowheresville that nobody had ever heard of that suddenly went to the White House, right? This man had 4 years in office, 4 years, where we saw him, as the Washington Post pointed out, and as I've pointed out multiple times, lie on average more than 4 times per day, over 25,000 lies told, documented lies, more than 25,000 during his first 4 years. So right then and there, everybody knows the guy's a liar. And if you don't know, it's because you're choosing to either remain uneducated about it or you're choosing to not believe the reports. Anyway, that's a choice you are making. Trump didn't do that to you. You chose that. So again, that's on you. Take ownership of your decisions. So we know he's a liar. So don't complain that he's lying. He's doing the exact opposite because we already knew that was a thing. He's increasing spending. Yeah. Again, we had 4 years to look back on. He did the same thing. So he has a pattern of behavior. We've established a pattern and we know that that's what he does. So again, either you chose to remain uneducated about it, you didn't look into that, or you chose to believe that the people who were saying that he did that were fake news. Either way, once again, that is a decision that you made. There are no excuses. Oh, I wanted to end the wars, and now he's funding them. Yeah. You know how many drone strikes he carried out during his first administration? Do you know how many civilians he killed during his first administration? I mean, my God, again, 4 years of evidence that you chose to ignore. And yes, he's doing a lot of the same things, except he's doing them on steroids now. But I am sick and tired and honestly pissed off about all these, I didn't vote for this, because you damn well did. You chose to bury your head in the sand and think that all of us that were telling you the truth about this guy were just, oh, you cry more, libs, you woke little babies. Yeah. You guys got what you deserved. You got exactly what you voted for. And I have no sympathy or empathy for any of you anymore. All I have is contempt and anger because you giant man babies refuse to take responsibility for the decisions that you've made. Own it, accept it, apologize for it, and learn from it. That's all you have to do. Take 5 minutes out of your life to do those things. But none of y'all are going to do that. Did you know that you might be missing out on wonderful content from me? I mean, you're here already because clearly you like what you see. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share them with your friends and family, but also follow me across the rest of the social media world. And it's not that hard to do. Whether it's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, on every one of those platforms, you can find me at the username @FarronBalanced. Simple enough, right? So get on it. And if you don't feel like going to each one of those outlets individually, lucky for you, we have links in the description of this video to take you right to my pages across all of social media. So don't miss a minute. And while you're at it, make sure you're also subscribed to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel, which I have been hosting for many, many years now. We've got more than 1 million subscribers over there, and there is fresh content over there every single day of the week. So again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, and while you're at it, go subscribe to Ring of Fire at youtube.com/The Ring of Fire and @FarronBalanced across every social media platform that, of course, is not considered just a far-right hellscape. Well, maybe Twitter is, but that's a story for a different day.